if you're dehydrating your body at 10 o'clock at night,
we was eating good.
We were eating good too, which is a big part of it. Which I don't think we were really fucked up.
And when we mean eating good, not mean like being like greedy or savages, but we were eating in between drinks.
Yeah.
Like, yo, let's go have a little bite to eat. Let's go get some snacks.
So, with that in mind, like, drinking during the day is like you're drinking, but it's also hot outside, so you're sweating. So you're like, your body's doing overtime because you're sweating, so you're dehydrating your body, but then you're also drinking, so you're double dehydrating your body. So it's just like it's a fast road to turmoil.
The funniest thing is that there's like two different heats you're facing. So usually there's like a tent where there's usually fans and mostly bodies in there, so that is confining all the body heat. And then you have outside of the tents where you're facing natural heat, which is the sun directly on your body, and you're like, okay, which one do I want to in battle with?
Did you have a tan the next day though? I definitely had a tan.
I
got to work like I look mad chocolate.
I never had this long sleeve shirt, black, but yeah. So I did that intentionally.
Always wearing long sleeve in 95-degree weather. I just don't understand it. It's like I don't understand it. But in any event,
I had on a full long pants and a long shirt.
Yeah, you did, and I don't understand why. I was like, it's summertime. Like I was like this close to wearing a tank. Like. But it was cold at night though. At night it got a little chilly, and then it rained.
I was just saying, it got nasty.
And it
after that.
poured like. Anyway,
crazy.
That's a whole nother story. But yeah, so we went there, and then we went to, I think, Bar Wine, and had some more drinks somewhere in Harlem, some wine place in Harlem. And then, shout out to Domo. Niggas was like, let's go to Dykeman. I said, bitch, I don't do Dykeman. Like, I do many things. Dykeman is not one of them. Dyken, yes. Dykeman, no. So we get uptown. And first, I am very uptown illiterate. I'm better now because I work in Harlem. I went to school in Harlem, so Harlem I know pretty well. But before the year 2010, I didn't know shit about anything above 14th Street or 42nd Street. So
shit, everything went on in that club that night.
Everything went on. What do you mean?
There was an incident.
Yes, that's what I'm getting to. I am building up. So,
I just remember. Oh shit, it was a full night.
So we get there and
it was lit.
So we get there. Mind you, I'm thinking we're going to the Heights because to me...
It wasn't the Heights.
No, nigga, we was in Dykeman. That's two different things. The Heights is 171st, 168,
So we was 190.
We was on 210, nigga. We were... I was I didn't even know Manhattan...
A few avenues
I didn't know Manhattan had 200s. I didn't even know... I was 207 on the A. That exists somewhere over there. But the 200s, I don't know what that is. So
we was about to double park cars and gas... mad gas stations.
Yes, mad gas stations, just the ghetto. So we get there. Was there a cover to get in? No, but we all had something on us. Not like a piece, but I had my flask because we got flasks. We got these free flasks at Harlem Eat Up. So I was like, damn, how am I sneak this in? I snuck it. I just put it in my boxes because it was very easy.
I pulled it out and shook it, and I was like, there's nothing in here. I was like, I just got it for free, and the guy let me in. But I did have a little juice in there.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely had something in mine. No, I filled my shit up.
The thing is, when you over honest, it's a gun, but it's not loaded. You know.
I don't know if that's the same thing.
You know what I mean?
But all right. But yeah, so we get in or whatever.
It's weed, but it's just it's cataracts.
Yeah. So we get in, and again, if y'all know me, y'all know I truly do not like the club like that. I hate the club.
Malcolm was uncomfortable,
and then I wasn't uncomfortable, bitch.
But I could tell.
I was just why are we here? I love to sit down. I love to have a place to sit. So the fact there was no seats, I was like, God damn, bitch, it's the 2 train at 5 o'clock. This is terrible. So there was no place to sit. And no shade.
Mad niggas.
No shade to my Latino community.
But
shout out to
mad niggas in there.
And it was just, as soon as we walked in, it was just a whole lot of bum ba dum bum 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 ba. And I was like, yes. When we first got in, it was nothing but Hispanic music. And I was like, I don't know these songs. I don't dance the bachata. I don't know it, honey. I can't keep up. So then finally they transitioned to the Meek Mill set, the Fab set, all the regular shit. And, for some reason, when Meek plays, the Niggalations 27, niggas just feel the need to try and test. It was no exaggeration. It was 3 fights in 5 minutes. I'm not even bullshitting you. We turned one way, it was some niggas arguing. We were like, whoop, well, let's get out the way of that. We look on the other side. I feel like it was the leftover of that fight. Some more niggas was arguing.
Dragged. I was like,
dragged out. We blink 5 minutes later. all security's running outside. Niggas is pressed up against the glass. Rain is falling like SWV. I'm like, what is going on? Like,
and the music is still going on.
Oh yeah. DJ don't give a fuck. You don't care.
Bartender's like, yo, my nigga, what do you want?
Yeah, like, you want more hookah? You want a new cold? I'm like, people are dying outside.
Let's talk about that too. So while that shit is going on, the party is still going. And you know, like, this is the problem I always deal with. Is like, once you go out, like, once I'm out, I'm out. Yeah. And it's like, I get that nigga syndrome. It's like, we spending. So like,
oh yes, we know, or at least I know.
So I was like, he was like, yo, we know. I was done with cash. I bought a few drinks. Again, another tab, more drinks. He was like, no card. And I was like, oh shit. So he's like,
okay, can we yellow light right there?
Go ahead.
Because you niggas and this no card shit is bullshit. Like, first of all, it's illegal. It's very illegal. And I'm like, and it's really not illegal, but it's illegal in my mind of like,
right,
what the fuck are y'all doing that y'all don't want a paper trail?
You know.
Like, well, I know, but like, come on, like, y'all, come on. I'm a loyal fucking citizen. Yeah. Anyway, that shit is annoying now. But.
So then he's like, yo, it's an ATM over there. Of course, the ATM, you walk over there, out of commission. So I'm like, yo, there's like,
they got all kind of stickers on it from like Jay-Z's second album.
So it's like outside. So then I was like, yo, I'll be back. Malcolm looks at me, he's like, where the fuck are you going?
Yeah, no, I figured you was going to get cash, but the scary thing about that is like, when you've been with people that's been drinking all day, you just never know what like what headspace they're in,
which is not good. This is all the reason why it's not good.
Yeah. So like, you know, did they really go to get cash? Did they go and like, you know,
right?
Like,
something could have happened.
Many things can happen.
So mind you, when I went outside, I went like a block and a half down to the gas station to get some more money.
In the rain,
it was drizzling by that time, but came back and everybody was like, "What happened?" And it's always that weird shit when you come back. Security guard's like closing the door, and the lady's like, "Nah," like. And I'm like, I'm waving my hand to the other security guard who saw me. It was like, no, he can come in. Because you know, the dumb security guard that let you in earlier doesn't remember you anymore. But the lady the last person you saw when your way out was like, oh, because you was probably talking and had conversation. But they always acting weird. But I say that to say, yeah, I was a little twisted and I went and got more money and continued the party. And we stayed and actually, you guys left me in the club.
I was about to say, you stayed, nigga. I was like, it is 2 a.m. on a Sunday. I'm in Dykeman. Like, nigga, I'm going home. Like, there was nothing else out here for me. Like Beyonce or Missy Elliott, ain't nothing out there for me in them streets.
Malcolm,
I'm gonna be here later with my man.
Everybody left me. I was like, I'll be here.
I mean, but I told you I was leaving. I gave you like a good. It was like 1 o'clock, and I was like,
music kept going.
I'm leaving at 1:30. And that's the thing. If I go out with you, I'm not going to leave you high and dry. Like, it's not going to be like 10:50 and I'm like, we leaving at 10:52. Like, I will give you like a solid like 15, 20 minutes to like get your things together.
I feel like
have your last drinks, have your last hookah pulls, you know.
Not to say that wasn't a terrible club. I mean, that wasn't a club where something could happen. But I feel like I knew the space it was okay for me to be by myself to go. To
yeah, no doubt. Especially if you, especially if you were there already and then you were left by yourself. That's one thing, as opposed to showing up someplace by yourself. Like, I feel like your guard is up differently because you've been in here, so you know the flow of shit.
And I feel like we wasn't that type of time where people was like it wasn't a lot of guys. Like you know, we wasn't it was like 3 of us.
Yeah.
So we wasn't mad deep and people watching us. We wasn't flashy. So it was just like we were chilling by the bar. It wasn't like we had a section. Like, you know, you in the section with a bunch of chains and all of a sudden people leave and you're like, there go our food. We didn't look like that.
Yeah. This is also true. The other random thing, I don't know if this is a Dykeman thing or just specifically that spot, but the lights were on the whole time. Like, we walked in and all of the lights were up. I thought they were closing because, you know, when a place is about to close, the lights come up. And then we were there for like 3 hours and I was like,
So because we had this conversation about there's nowhere else to party in New York City, this place is particularly...
Well, you had been there before?
I've been there. No, I haven't been there before.
Oh, okay.
But I know about it.
Got you.
So this is typically a brunch daytime spot, and it transitions into evening on Sunday. So it probably...
I can see that.
Probably popped off probably 6:50, 6 o'clock.
That makes sense.
And then 8 o'clock it gets ramped up, and then...
Right.
They expect, that's why they said, it's going to close at like 1 or something. When we first got there
well after... I think it was going to close at 12.
But they said that when we first got there, but it was open to like 2.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to understand and try to see see where the party's going to transcend to.
Yeah.
Because it could die or that fight could have ended it, or anything else could have ended. But I said to say like, it started as a daytime party and then it ended at because it kept going. And another DJ, or the second DJ didn't come, then it probably would have been over. So.
But all in all, I had a solid good time. You know, it was fun. I like doing things outside of myself. Again, like, I generally hate the club. I hate straight clubs even more. We'll get into that's a whole nother story for another day.
Why you hate straight clubs?
All right, I guess it's the story for today. So, I just hate the energy of straight clubs. But then again, I hate the energy of all clubs. So let me tell you a quick little story.
So does this equal the energy of that time you went to go see
the time we watched Drag Race?
Yeah.
But, nigga,
and I walked in, I was like, oh, what the fuck is going on in here?
No, but that was your own internalized shit, okay? We're going to call a spade a spade.
As soon as I got it, I was like, wait. You was like, what?
Because there was nothing happening.
Yes, it was.
Bitch, what was happening? Tell me what was happening.
I saw them niggas behind the bar, and I was like, whoa, why they don't got no clothes?
That was at Boxers. Okay, Boxers is a little bit much. But they just have no fuck. It's the same thing with Bottle Girls.
Nah, bro. I was like, as soon as I walked...
Titties out, balls is out. It's the same thing.
As soon as I walked in, Malcolm was looking at the top of the screen.
Oh, yeah, honey,
and I'm
focused. All Stars 4.
And I'm like, yo, nigga, you don't see this shit?
I was
What's going on
like,
back
is
there?
Monet Exchange going to win Drag Race? And he was like, but there's other things happening. And I was like, I don't see those things. I'm watching the TV. Like,
it's like Malcolm,
I'm literally watching the Super Bowl.
Malcolm's looking up in the sky, and I'm like, look at the traffic, nigga. The traffic down here. Look at this shit.
Look both ways, bitch. We're crossing the street. I'm like, no. But look at the Empire State Building. It's so beautiful. It's so great. Just look up. It's New York City. Yeah. No, but the reason I hate the club in general, I just hate the energy of the club. First of all, you know I'm an old bitch. Like, I like to be in the bed very early.
There's a lot to go.
Or at least in the house early. Not necessarily in the bed, but...
At 31, the club does get tiring. Like I said.
Shit, I feel like that at 25
no, it's an experience.
or 26.
That's why you... Even, like, drinking the same much... I mean, as much as I used to. It doesn't add up the same. The next day, I wake up like... Whoa.
Jesus, fix it. Jesus, take the wheel.
Like, why am I yelling in bed? Like, I can't move. Like, you shouldn't be feeling like that.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a problem.
No, because I mean, you just drank too much. Like, you didn't drink all your water. You didn't eat. You probably, too much.
Yeah, trying to be cute, doing too much. But yeah, that's the club is just a lot of energy for me. I hate straight clubs because I have to pay $20 to get in because I have a dick, and that's just the reality of it. Like, I'm not coming here to see women, so why do I have to pay to get into this club if I don't get the point of it? But
you're a man or your mouse?
Yeah. Actually, I'm Mr. Ratburn. Haha, I'm a man and a mouse. And Mr. Ratburn is gay, so look at that. But yeah, I just hate the club. I hate the club. That's all that boils down to. But why did I bring that up? I don't remember.
Because you said you hate straight clubs.
Oh, yeah. So I hate straight clubs even more because you have to pay to get in. And then there's this weird thing where nobody wants to dance. Like, the girls dance, and then niggas stand around in a circle and watch the girls dance, and then dance with the girls.
Oh, yeah. So
but niggas will never dance. Like, niggas will not Millie Rock on their own. They will not, do the extended mix of Get Me Bodied on their own. Like,
so what I've learned is that there's more dancing at day parties than there are night parties.
I've noticed that too, though. Or like brunches and stuff.
And the reason for that is that ultimately, New York City has somehow, I don't know who exactly to pinpoint it on. I would say Giuliani had something to do with this, but they closed all the traditional clubs where you actually dance. Like, there used to be like a dance, like a dance floor. Like a dance for like people who were of age, like right now, like some of my cousins who are like in their 40s and 50s.
Yeah.
Would go out and listen to dance R&B music.
You know where I would love to go to?
What?
The Shadow. If the Shadow was open, you don't remember the Shadow?
Sounds familiar.
The Shadow nightclub?
Sounds familiar.
It was the grown and sexy club.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. The grown and sexy. The clubs.
The Shadow, it was like 23 for women, 25 for guys. Like, it was the grown club.
So my brother's 25 years old. I mean, 12 years older than me. Okay. So when I say 25, because when I was like in high school, he would go to those parties that would be like 25 and over.
Oh, okay.
So that was the set, like, this is going to be a grown and sexy party. So he would have to wear like hard bottom shoes or like dress shoes, a collared shirt, and like some tailored pants or whatever to go out because it's grown and sexy. Yeah. And women could be 18 and over or 19 and over or 21 and over, and the guys had to be like 25.
Oh, yeah, it was always a bigger age gap. Which says a couple things. A, it says that how quickly women mature, men don't. But then also I feel like it creeps into that weird pedophile-esque. Like, it's a little weird.
Well, that's old times, and I have nothing to do with it.
I mean, we're just reviewing history. That's all.
But those would be the old time clubs, these clubs that you would go to, and you would be able to dance and get your Mary J off. Your mood. Yeah, that shit. Yeah.
But you go Mary real quick.
There's no more clubs like that anymore. Yeah. And the fact that we don't dance anymore, we just go out. Because you know what? They changed everything. They changed it to before where it used to be celebrate your birthday or celebrate an event to bringing the event to the party. So now they have this bottle girls and bottle service, which makes it more about the actual bottle and the element of what you bring to the party versus the party being something itself. Yeah. So before it used to be about the dancing and the actual event. Oh, so tonight is going to be the all white night or 80s party, but now it's yo, 25 bottle package night. Like, yo,
Yeah,
who the
it's
fuck is
like-
buying 25 bottles? But somebody
Who the
is.
fuck?
Somebody
Yeah.
is. But
It's a lot of pomp and circumstance.